Welcome to your evening practice. In this practice, we want to really slow things down, reflect on our day, and just kind of prep your body for rest and relaxation. Sometimes when we come to our evening practice, we still are sitting in this heightened state. So kind of that stressful state or living in the sympathetic nervous system. This class is really designed to slow things down and get us to drop into the parasympathetic nervous system, really slow down, shift the state of the mind, and get us prepared for a good night's rest. I hope you enjoy. Okay, for today's class, let's come and start standing up. Let's bring our big toes together, heels slightly apart. Let's just take a couple deep breaths here. So at the end of the day, I like to first take some deep breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth. And I like to imagine things that I am letting go of with that exhale. So anything that you're still holding on to that is no longer serving you, any energy, any thoughts, see if you can literally breathe them out of your system. Take 2 more here. Let's gently open the eyes, start to move with your Ujjayi breath, so in and out through the nose, slight constriction in the back of your throat. Inhale, let's rise up with the arms, palms touch, gaze comes up, and exhale, fold forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, gaze comes up, let's plant the hands, jump or step back into high plank. Let's lower, Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good, let's bring our gaze forward, jump or steps to the top of your mat. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, we fold. Inhale, come all the way up. And Samastitihi, beautiful. Every movement should have a breath. Inhale, rise up. Exhale to fold. Inhale, gaze comes up. Plant the hands, jump or step back into high plank. Let's lower, Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog, draw your shoulders up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good, gaze comes forward, jump or steps to the top of your mat. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to fold. Inhale, rise all the way up. And Samastitihi. Beautiful, let's do one more. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, we fold. Inhale, gaze comes up. Plant the hands, jump or step back into high plank. Let's lower, Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good. Let's bring our gaze forward, jump all the way through onto your seat. So we have that extra movement that we need to practice to just kind of flesh things out, get the breath rolling. Let's take our legs straight out in front of us and just set up for a forward seated fold. So tall through the spine, sit up nice and tall here. If you're really tight, you may just want to place your hands behind your back and work here. If you're quite open, you can start to bring your hands forward, taking a nice deep forward fold over your legs. So we're literally starting to fold into ourselves, slowing things down, dropping into our system and becoming really present here as we ground down. So most of this practice is done seated so that we can really get that sensation of grounding. We want to feel supported. We want to feel that we're slowing down every system in the body. Let's roll up through the spine. Let's take the soles of the feet together. Drop your knees out nice and wide. You can either walk your hands out in front of you. This might feel really good into the spine and just drop the neck. Or you can have your hands onto your ankles, pushing your elbows into your knees and fold deeply into yourself. So most of this practice, you can have your eyes closed. This will just help us become really, really present and drop into the subtle sensations in the body. We want to become less
in touch with the material world and start to shift inwards, more on to the energetic level, the spiritual level. So letting go of the physical restrictions, restraints, and see if we can move really deep, deep into ourselves. Okay, let's roll up through the spine, straighten the left leg, sole of the right foot comes into the edge of your left leg. Then let's walk our left hand towards our left toes. Right arm comes up and over. So we don't need very long of a practice in order to shift, to let things go, and like I mentioned before, to become really grounded and present within the self. We just need even just a few conscious breaths will do the trick. So the more we practice, the easier it becomes to drop in. And let's rise back up through center. Let's straighten the right leg and we'll switch sides. Sole the left foot into the right leg. That right heel strongly down to the mat. Walk your right fingertips down your right leg. Left arm comes up and over. So try to relax the shoulders away from your ears. Roll them down your back. We're always proud through the chest here. So showing up onto our mat the same way we want to show up in our day-to-day life. Proud and steady, grounded and calm. Becoming less and less reactive and allowing a little more space and time to simply respond. Good, inhale back up through center. Let's bring our feet back together. We're going to cross the ankles, rock forward and come into downward facing dog. And let's shift our right shin behind our right wrist crease, dropping down into pigeon posture. Untuck your back toes. And then instead of staying up nice and tall here, let's see if we can soften and once again fold into ourselves. So rest your forehead either onto a block, a pillow. You can do just like I am, resting onto your thumbs, pushing into your third eye. So if we have a lot of stress in our life or we've had a stressful day, we will hold it in the upper body. So you can feel it in your shoulders, in your chest, so bring your awareness there. See if you can bring some softness just by guiding your breath into that area of the body and simply working to unwind. It's literally like untangling a ball of yarn. Stripping back layer upon layer, doing the work until we have this beautiful long straight line and a ton of space. Where there once was a lot of clutter, a lot of knots, now we have clarity. Let's roll onto that right hip. Let's come up. Draw your right heel close into your groin and swing this left leg all the way around. Step it to the outer edge of your right leg and let's come into a twist. Take this right arm, wrap it around your left knee, left fingertips back behind you. Let's bring our gaze over our left shoulder. We want to sit up nice and tall. I'm not so worried about how deep you twist here. I would rather see this long, beautiful line through your spine, connecting pelvic floor through crown of the head. And then once we can hold that long line, we can twist a little deeper. We're working deep into those internal organs, massaging them, giving them a good detoxification. So the theme of this whole practice is to get really deep into the body, become grounded, deep into the mind, unwind and create space. And let's unwind from the posture. Let's take that left leg back behind you. Let's come back forward and push back into downward facing dog. And switching sides, let's shift that left shin forward. Top of the right foot onto the mat. Take a little bit of a moment here just to align. So you can gaze back at your right toes. Make sure that they're straight onto the mat. Good. And then once you feel like the pelvis is balanced, you can come on forward. And once again, resting your head somewhere here. Check in with your shoulders, check in with your jaw, and then check in with the tongue. Make sure that whole part of the body, that whole area is soft and relaxed. And then your only job here is to keep a rhythmic breath moving. This rhythmic breath is extremely powerful if we can practice it consistently. This rhythmic breath has the power to adjust the nervous system, to strengthen it, and to make all systems in the body coherent with one another. So we come back into our natural state of being, or this natural rhythm. And let's come back up onto your hands. Roll onto that left hip and draw that left heel in nice and close. Take this right leg, swing it all the way around. Step it to the outside edge of that left leg. Your left arm is wrapping around your right knee. Right fingertips come back and we twist. So these twists are the perfect time to tap back into that deep belly breath, because you literally on your inhale can feel your belly pushing against your leg. That's how you know you're doing it correctly. And on your exhale, your belly button gently moves back towards your spine. Good. If the mind is busy at any of these postures, you close your eyes and you move inward. Bring your gaze back through center. Take this right leg, swing it all the way around. Place your hands back down onto the mat and push back, downward facing dog. And let's bring our gaze forward. Let's come all the way through and come to lay flat onto our back. Let's take the soles of the feet onto the mat, knees up towards the sky. Good. We're going to do a very gentle back bend here, or restorative back bend. Let's come and lift the pelvis up and place your hands onto your lower back. If you have a block at home, you can always place it underneath your sacrum as well. Good. So just a few deep breaths here. Find your feet, soften the glutes, and keep lifting through the upper spine. And we'll keep dropping into the body. Keep letting things go with your exhale. It does not have to be complicated. It can be this simple, this process of letting go. We just have to trust in the process and do it consistently. And let's gently come down from the posture. Bring your knees into our chest. Good. Maybe rock from side to side. Let's open the arms up nice and wide. Drop both knees over to the right. Gaze over towards your left fingertips. And knees back up through center. Let's drop them the opposite direction. At this point, we are slowing things down quite dramatically. So the breath is slow, the eyes are closed. All we have to do is breathe. Breathe and let go over and over and over again. Let's draw our knees back up through center. Straighten your legs onto the mat, laying flat. Let's take our hands onto our belly. Let's take a few deep breaths here. So point down into our deep belly breath. On your inhale, your hands should lift. And And on your exhale, they should gently drop towards your spine. Let's do a few more. The body is now soft. All we have to think about is this breath. There is nothing left to do. We have shown up. We've gone through our day. We've done our practice. We've done the work. We now simply rest here and surrender into the process. As you lay here onto your back, you can move into a shavasana, a state of relaxation for as long as you desire.